Hi friends, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new. I'm Ashten, the face behind Ashten Stitches, and today I want to show you how you can make your very own corner-to-corner crochet granny square. If you've ever made a granny square before, you know how to do the granny stitch. This is just another version of that basically. With this version, you'll be starting in the corner here, and you will be increasing until your desired size, then decreasing all the way back down, and then adding a border. Corner to corner is a really fun technique, and I think that even beginners can work on this, so go ahead and give it a try. But let's go ahead and get into the materials. For your materials, you will need just some yarn. This is a weight 4 yarn. You can use any yarn that you want, any type of fiber content. I'm just going to use 100% cotton, and then if you want to do a border on your square, go ahead and have an extra color for that. You will also need a 4.5mm hook, a yarn needle, and a pair of scissors. And let's go ahead and get started. To start off, we're going to make a magic ring. You can also just chain 3 and then join with a slip stitch to the first chain to form a ring, but I like to use a magic ring. So what you're going to do is place your yarn in between your ring finger and your middle finger, wrap it around, create an X facing you, turn your hand to have parallel lines. You'll take your hook, go under that first line, grab the second line, and pull that under. Go ahead and flip around and then grab all of the yarn on top. Once you've done that, go ahead and chain 4. Then into your magic ring, you're going to place 3 double crochets. So a double crochet is yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2, 2 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2. And you'll do it again and finish your double crochet, and then one more time for your third double crochet. Then we will chain 1, and then we will place 1 more double crochet into our magic ring. So now you should have your chain 4, which is a double crochet plus a chain 1, 3 double crochet in the middle, chain 1, and then 1 more double crochet at the end. Once you've done that, go ahead and tighten your magic ring almost all the way. And that is row 1. For row 2, go ahead and chain 4, and that counts as a double crochet and a chain 1. Turn your work, and then into that chain 1 space that you made, you're going to place 3 double crochet into that space. Then we're going to skip these 3 double crochets in the middle and find the next chain 1 space at the end. In that space, you're going to place 3 double crochets, and then chain 1, and then place 1 more double crochet into that space. And that is row 2. For row 3, you're going to chain 4, which counts as a double crochet and a chain 1, then turn your work. Then into that very first chain 1 space, you're going to place 3 double crochets. And then we're going to skip this 3 double crochet cluster and find the space in between. And into that space, we're going to place 3 double crochets. Then we're going to find that chain 1 space at the end, and into that space, we're going to place 3 double crochets. Then you will chain 1 and place 1 more double crochet into that space. And that is row 3. For row 4, we're going to chain 4, which is your double crochet and chain 1, then turn your work. Into that first chain 1 space, you're going to place 3 double crochets. And then into each of the spaces in between clusters, you're going to place 3 double crochets. So we'll go into this first cluster space, place 3 double crochets. Then we'll skip the next cluster, go into the next space and place 3 double crochets. Then into that last chain 1 space, we're going to place 3 double crochets. Then we'll chain 1 and place 1 more double crochet into that space. And that is round 4. At this point, you're just going to be repeating the last row for as many times as you want. Basically, you're going to repeat that before you decrease until you get one side to be as long as you want your square to be. So I'll show you one more row. Go ahead and chain 4, which counts as a double crochet and a chain 1. Turn your work. Into the chain 1 space, you'll place 3 double crochets. Then we'll go into each of the spaces in between and we'll place 3 double crochets into each space. Then into the last chain 1 space, go ahead and place 3 double crochets. then chain 1, and place 1 more double crochet into that chain 1 space. So you're just going to repeat that over and over until one side of your triangle is as wide as you want your square to be. Once we've done that, we will go ahead and start decreasing. But go ahead and repeat that, and I will meet you back once you've done that. Once you have one edge of your triangle to be the size that you want your square to be, we will go ahead and start decreasing. So to start, we are going to be chaining 3, and then we'll turn our work. We are going to skip this very first chain 1 space, and into the next space we will place 3 double crochets into that space. Go ahead and continue placing 3 double crochets into the spaces all the way until you are at your chain 4 space at the end. Once you get to the end here, you have your chain 1 space. Go ahead and place a double crochet into that space to finish off the row. And with decreasing, you're just going to repeat that last row over and over, but I will go ahead and show you one more time. So we're going to chain 3 and then turn our work. We're going to skip this very first space, and into the next space we will place 3 double crochets. And then into every space after, go ahead and place 3 double crochets until you have your last space at the end here. Once you get to your last space, go ahead and just place 1 double crochet into that space. And you're just going to repeat over and over until you have 2 clusters left. Once you have your 2 clusters left, we're going to do our final row. So you will chain 3 and then turn your work. And then into this middle space, we're going to skip that first space. Into the next space, we're going to place 1 double crochet. Then we will place a treble crochet, which is yarn over twice. Insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, 4 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2, 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2, 2 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2, and then place a double crochet into the same space. So in that middle space, you should have a double crochet, a treble crochet, and another double crochet. Then into the last chain 3 space here, you'll place 1 double crochet. And once you've done that, go ahead and chain 1 to finish off and fasten off your yarn. Your square might be kind of squished a little bit from the way that this is made, but you can just pull on it and it will take the shape of a square. And that is a corner to corner square. At this point, you can leave it just like this. That's totally fine, but I'm going to go ahead and show you what to do if you want to add a border to this. If you're going to add a border, go ahead and grab your border color, and you're going to find that treble crochet from the very last row. So if you remember, we did a double crochet, a treble crochet, and a double crochet into this last space here. You're going to find your treble crochet, go into that stitch, and that's where you will attach your yarn. Once you've attached your yarn, go ahead and chain 5. And then into that very same stitch, place 2 double crochets. So now we are going to be working along one side here, and you will see that we have our chain 3s or chain 4s along this side, and that's where we are going to work into. We're going to work into those spaces. So into this first space, we're going to place 2 double crochet. Into the next space, we're going to place 2 double crochet, and you're just going to repeat that all the way down, going into every space along this edge and placing 2 double crochets all the way down until you have your next corner. Into this corner space, you're going to go ahead and place 2 double crochets, then chain 2, and place 2 more double crochets into that space. So this corner should have 2 double crochets, chain 2, 2 double crochets. Then we're going to work along our next side, and just like before, we're going to go into the spaces along the sides and place 2 double crochet into each of those spaces. You'll do that all the way down until you get to your next corner. Your next corner should be where your magic ring was. Make sure you have your loose end laying over so that you can crochet over it. And into this corner, you will place 2 double crochet, then chain 2, and then place 2 more double crochet into that corner. Then you can go ahead and take that loose end and then pull it to close that corner up. And now we're going to work along our next side, and just like before, into every space on the side, you will place 2 double crochets all the way until you get to the next corner. Then when you get to your next corner, you will place 2 double crochets, then chain 2, and then place 2 more double crochets into that corner. Then we're working along our last side here, and then same thing into every single space. Go ahead and place 2 double crochets into each space. Once you get back to the very beginning here, into that same space that we started in, so where we have that chain 5 and then the 2 double crochets, we're going to place 1 more double crochet into that stitch. And then you will join with a slip stitch to the 3rd chain of the chain 5. You can go ahead and fasten off. And at this point, you can go ahead and weave in all of your ends. And there you go. There is your corner to corner square with a border. This is really great for any type of project that you are using granny squares for. It's a really fun, different way to make a granny square. And this sort of thing really lends itself well to variegated yarns or ombre yarns. I think that that would look really cool as well. But go ahead and let me know down below what you're going to use your squares for. I hope that you enjoyed. If you'd like to see everything that I'm up to in real time or anything that I'm planning to make, like new patterns or anything, you can check out my Instagram that is linked down below. If you're not already subscribed, go ahead and hit that big button down below and make sure to turn on the bell notification so that you are notified anytime I have a new video coming out. If you liked this video, like it. If you disliked it, dislike it, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye everyone.